Let me borrow just 2 minutes of your time. I really want to show you something.
So don't say you would not take that fight, because you would take that fight like everyone else up here would take the fight against me if it was offered, regardless of belts or any of that. I'm the money fight in the male at all weight divisions, so everybody else up.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
October 6th.
Do you have a round in mind?
As long as it takes. I believe one. He's a glass jaw. And I've seen this man wobble many times. I've seen his brother sparked unconscious in another promotion. I know he is afraid of a smack. And if you're afraid of a smack off me, a smack will feel like a double-barrel shotgun.
When I come out, I have supreme confidence, but I'm scared to death. I'm totally afraid. I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of losing. I'm afraid of being humiliated, but I'm totally confident. The closer I get to the ring, the more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. The closer, more confidence I get. All during my training, I've been afraid of this man. I thought this man might be capable of beating me. I've dreamed of him beating me, but I always stayed afraid of him. But the closer I get to the ring, I'm more confident. Once I'm in the ring, I'm a god. No one could beat me.
So the one thing that these people have in common is confidence. I would go as far as to say supreme confidence. But what's really interesting is the type of confidence that you see and the type of confidence that they show to the world. You know, Mike Tyson had just an aura of like a ticking time bomb where it kept everyone on their feet, whether it's a fight or whether it's just like a simple interview.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
Like right now, I'm scared to death. But as the fight gets closer, the less nervous I become because it's reality. And in reality, I'm invincible.
Conor, on the other hand, was just so supremely sure of himself that he'll go as far as to predict the actual round that he'll knock out his opponent.
I don't just knock them out. I pick the round. These featherweights don't understand. Until they get hit by me, it's a whole other ball game when they get hit by me. So I said I'd knock him out in the first round, and I knocked him out in the first round. You can call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
And when Khabib was announced to fight, everyone kind of knew what was gonna happen.
By Nurmagomedov is not just a grappling style, headgear, and with a judo.
Going for a ride.
They talking crazy about you. They said
brother,
they smash
who
you.
cares? Who cares, brother? Who cares, brother? Who cares? Today, smash.
And I think Joe Rogan really said it best when he said, when people are in their prime, it really just feels like when they perform, they're kind of the only ones around. When it came to like Michael Jordan, for example, he was so good, it felt like he was the only one on the court. And when Khabib was gonna fight, it felt like he was the only one in the octagon. But what I do want to focus on is their confidence. It's something that people can feel, whether you're their opponent or whether you're a young fan watching Conor McGregor fight a million miles away on the TV screen. You can feel his confidence and his certainty in his abilities. To me, when a fighter walks out to their entrance music, anticipating the biggest fight of their life, it kind of makes me feel a different kind of way. It's that same sense of confidence, but it's also kind of like bliss. Maybe it's my imagination, but I tend to ask myself, like, what would it feel like? Like, honestly, like, how does it feel like being the like immovable object and the unstoppable force? Like, what does it feel like to have complete certainty that everything will go as you planned and You have complete control over the situation. And I think most importantly, what does it feel like to feel supreme confidence? As amazing as that sounds, a lot of the confidence that we see in these people don't necessarily come from birth, but instead stems from a place of uncertainty and the fear that most things can be taken away from you.
I remember walking back from school, walked by a load of blokes, some load of youngsters, and I was just on my own, little kid, my school bag on. And he started saying something or whatever, and I just turned away, and then he came running at me, and I just ran off. There was about 6 of them. So instead of going and bringing my school bags, I emptied out all my school bags, and I had like a dumbbell, you know, a weight off a dumbbell. And I took that out, took the weights off the dumbbell, and I just stuck the dumbbell in my bag, and I always used to walk home with the bag a little bit open, ready to go.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you for waiting for me here. I know my father gonna smash me when I go home, because I know he's gonna smash me.
And Khabib Nurmagomedov has immediately resorted to tears, and you can be sure bottling up a lot of those emotions here during this fight week without his late father Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. And now
Alexander Napoleon, I know the more I read, the more I studied, the more I know the art of fight, I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring, because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on feeling the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.
And in specific instances, like when a fighter releases a fighter documentary, it allows us as the viewers to peer behind the curtain to see who they really are as people. And what I've started to realize is that they struggle just as much as we do. But instead of the daily struggles of maybe an office job, they instead brutalize their bodies and torture themselves mentally, but all in the pursuit of hardening their mind and to figure out who they are as people. And it's so important because when the opportunity actually arises, they're so prepared to capitalize on it. Sometimes it does work and it's glorious and they make history, but sometimes it doesn't. And it hurts. It hurts for them, it hurts for us. And I think the reason why is because they're human, just like us. They feel the same things we feel. Pain is just as potent, but they put in the work day in and day out to understand who they are as people, what makes them tick, and what are some of the pillars that allow them to stand tall. And I think that's why it's okay. It's okay that it hurts. At the end of the day, they're still going to go back to the gym and they're still going to discover more and more of who they really are. So win, lose, or draw, it doesn't really affect them and doesn't really affect their confidence. Do me a favor. Close your eyes. Think about your ultimate goal. The one thing that you would go to the ends of the earth for. Kind of like your magnum opus. Now I want you to embody that. Feel like you're there. Feel like your own 2 feet are on the grandest stage in the world. And you've prepared your whole life for this. You are certain of who you are, that no matter the outcome, nothing will faze you and no one can stop you. And I want you to take a moment to feel what that feels like. We've all just had a small taste of what supreme confidence could feel like. It's that feeling of certainty and pride in oneself that you gave it all you could and you bet on yourself. So no matter the result, you're proud of yourself. That's confidence. And all that's left to do is to put in the work.